Okay. A39 was good. Catch Freeman here. With, invasion and destruction of Gaza, it is a genocide in our lifetime. A lot of people are going to have to square their allegiances and loyalties with their morality because they're incongruent at the moment. Yeah, baseless support of Israel means that you're supporting genocide. There's no other straight up and down. You're supporting genocide. There's skirting around it. And last night, extremely disappointing, pathetic performance as a potential leader of anything. I don't see him leading anything. I wouldn't ask him to lead me to the end of the road at this point because someone will just get in the way, start arguing, and he'll go, no commitment, no balls, no steel. Right? But then I said that from the beginning. From the moment Lucretia Berger and Chukwu Umuna came out as backstabbers, and he didn't immediately chop their heads off. I thought you're trying to play kumbaya with snakes, with vipers, trying to sing kumbaya and hug vipers, and that doesn't work. So I'm 100% disappointed in Jeremy Corbyn. At this point, there is no genuine left-wing opposition. The left wing has been usurped by gender dysphoric, blue-haired, confused people. So that's the new left that's been taken over. The old left, which used to be represented by people like George Galloway, people like Jeremy Corbyn. As far as Corbyn's concerned, too weak. That's perspective of watching Mohammed Hijab destroy Piers Corbyn. And it was easily done, and it could be easily done. It should have been easily done. I don't know why Jeremy Corbyn tried to do the politics thing. Asked several directly pointed questions. He didn't answer those, and he wanted to do the skirt around the typical politician. I'm not going to answer the question, but I'm going to give you some long, rambling answer, which basically can get interjected several times because you're not answering a question. You could just say yes, or you could say no. It's one of two things. It's one of two things. To not condemn Hamas shows that you're a coward. To condemn Hamas would have showed that you had balls, but it might have been political suicide, but you would have been respected. To not condemn Hamas would have been respected. You are in a completely legal position to not condemn Hamas. October 7th was a continuation of a freedom struggle. Simple as that. Do you think Hamas should be there? Well, it's not up to me to say whether or not Hamas should be there. This was so rudimentary, elementary. I'm shocked. I'm still in day after, and I'm still in shock at the pathetic performance of Jeremy Corbyn on the Piers Morgan show. It was pathetic. Do you condemn Hamas? You could say yes, which if you want to get along, go along to get along. You could say yes, or you could say no. Have some balls, man. Jeremy Corbyn disappointed the F out of me. Have some bloody balls. Say, no, this is a continuation of a freedom struggle. October 7th is just one chapter in a long, long saga to try and break free from an oppressive apartheid colonialist experiment in the Middle East, which is what Israel is. You don't have the balls to say that, Jeremy Corbyn. You don't have the balls to say that to crappy Piers Morgan, who interfered every 30 seconds, wouldn't let you get an entire conversation out. Pathetic. It is pathetic. He had his opportunity when it was the time to be Labour leader. Jeremy Corbyn for London Mayor. What for? What for? So he can cave in again? What for? No balls. No balls. Right? As I said, I read the Chakrabarti report. Found out that Keir Starmer's lot was sabotaging Jeremy Corbyn's electoral campaign. All right, fine. Well, then you got saboteurs in the camp. You got the Lucretia Berger woman come out. That caricature came out, stabbed him in the back. Then comes Chukwu Umuna, stabbing him. And what do you do? What do you do when these people come out? What do you do? The first thing you do is expel them from the Labour Party. You had the power. You had the movement. You everybody behind you. But no, you just allow them to pick, just say stupid stuff, You wouldn't address anti-Semitism dead on. You refuse to call it weaponized virtue. You refuse to call it a fake type of racism, a newly invented type of racism over the last 15, 20 years. I would have said that. But then I've got no political career to. So what's the more important thing? Your political career or telling people the truth and get respected? He wants to keep one foot in either camp. You still want to be in the establishment, but you don't want to say what it needs to be said to get the respect of the people. Then fuck you then. Had enough, right? Jeremy Corbyn is weak. What was the point of bringing two guys on there? The other guy just looked like what was he there for? The whole thing was to get Jeremy Corbyn. And if Jeremy Corbyn didn't think he was going to get railroaded, who was advising Jeremy Corbyn? It's pathetic. It's pathetic because the reason why I'm so pissed off is because now there is no genuine left-wing alternative. David Lammy and that lot are bought off by some Israeli lobby. Keir Starmer's bought off by an Israeli lobby. Give me a break. Your human rights lawyer is advocating, your human rights lawyer is advocating cutting off electricity, cutting off. Said so. We saw it on the media. I saw it come out of his mouth. And then once the backtrack goes, no, what I was actually talking about was there writing down. Shut up, human rights lawyer. As I watch UN human rights lawyers resign with conscience, articulately, heroically, and with 100% moral conviction. But what are we left with? Keir beige Starmer, right? And left wing that doesn't have the balls to defeat Piers Morgan on that show. Mohammed Hijab can do it, but you can't do it. I'm not even a Muslim. Big up the Muslim guys. Big up Ali Dawar. Big up Mohammed Hijab, because these Muslim guys, it's their time. They're having their time now. They're having their time. So, yeah, he gave you the blueprint. You saw the blueprint to defeat Piers Morgan. You went, fuck that. I'll just go out and then. You looked weak. You looked weak, and someone who potentially would have voted for you, which was me, is not going to vote for you now because you don't have to steal. You don't have the balls. You don't have the hardness to be operating at that high level of political discourse. Clearly, you don't. You just showed you don't on national TV. Bloody disappointment. But my guy here, he will go into the American Congress and give them both barrels, Potter. Let me introduce you to my little friend, yeah? See, Galloway went in there and gave them the double barrel to the face, pow! But Jeremy Corbyn goes on to the Piers Morgan show and looks pathetic.